be up here and give tribute to such a great man. I appreciate the opportunity. Oh, thank you. For many years, as a little boy growing up, I had the privilege of living next to and knowing Gene Wright, or Uncle Gene as I call him. And during those years, I came to know him, Ella, Gene, and Teresa by visiting their home on almost a daily basis. The past few days, we've been reminiscing about times that I, as a little boy, would go to Gene and Ella Gene's house early on Saturday mornings, and if the light was on, I would knock. They would let me in, and I would go because they had the good cereal. If the light wasn't on, I would simply go back home and wait and come back later. I didn't know until years later that Ella Gene would get up on Saturday mornings and look outside to see if there were tracks in the dew-covered grass, so she could get ready for my eventual return. Funny thing though, as aggravating as this might have been for him, I wasn't turned away. I've never forgotten this, even as I stand here at 4 years of age today. Another memory I have at their house was of all of us being thrilled at the fact I had reached the point where I could open the top kitchen cabinet when I stood on my tiptoe. This was significant for me because I didn't have to ask and I could sneak out food at any time. Over the years, I was fortunate enough to have shared many meals with Gene and Ella Gene's table, and after a while it became a Sunday ritual. But after many biscuits and cakes of cornbread, I must say it was worth any sacrifice on my part. There's a million memories I could share like those. Saturday morning when Uncle Gene would stop and take me along to the drugstore to get a goo-goo bar and a Pepsi Dope. I had no idea what that was back then, but I swear, even to this day, I can't walk by a candy aisle in the store and see one and not think of Uncle Gene for the kindness he showed me. That is not ever, nor ever will be lost on me. As a teenager and young man, I remember looking up to Uncle Gene and wishing to be like him. I remember him being a mountain of a man, but also having a heart the size of a mountain. I'm not the only person that he ever took under his wing. There's many more people he reached out to and helped because that was the type of man he was. If I had to list 3 words to describe Uncle Gene, those words would be humble, devoted, and compassionate. And anyone who ever knew him or came to know him knows this to be true. A few months back, I went to visit him while he was in the nursing home, and I remember being kind of shocked seeing told that his condition had taken on his body. But even in poor health, he remembered me and asked how my family was doing. Another gift he gave me in that act of kindness. This past Saturday, Uncle Gene laid in bed during the last hours of his life. He gave me one more gift. As I held his hand and asked if he knew I was there, he squeezed my hand and opened his eyes. And it was at that exact moment that I knew he was going to be all right. I will always be thankful for that moment, but I'm more thankful that during my lifetime I had an example like Gene Wright to look to for direction. If there were more Gene Wrights in this world, it would be a much brighter place. In closing, let me say, I will miss Uncle Gene and be forever grateful for all that he did. I found a quote, and I'm going to read it, and I think it pretty much sums up the way everybody feels. The quote goes, "Love is stronger than death, even though it can't stop death from happening. But no matter how hard death tries, it can't separate people from love. It can't take away our memories either. But in the end, love is stronger than even death." Thank you.